This song is basically it's about climate change, and we use this widely distributed image of bears that are sort of losing their habitats, their ice is melting. But of course it's just a metaphor, because we are all bears here on Earth, and this is our home, and climate change is affecting all of us without exception. And the song is basically the idea is to attract people's attention to the issue, and make people reflect a little bit more about our place on Earth, our relation with nature. Climate change really makes us reconsider our relation with nature and our modes of life, our modes of organizing our economy, our society. Well, I don't think there is apathy, to be honest. I've been working in this field for more than 10 years now, and I see a lot of change happening. And a lot of change happening in people's minds, especially in the minds of young people. We see that people really start taking this issue personally, closer. We can see it in people's activism. We can see it in elections. Look at European elections and the results of the Green parties, for example. Look at different youth initiatives like climate sessions, for example. So I think there is a lot going on, and I don't think there is really an apathy. Of course, this is probably not enough. We're still not on track to really stop climate change and limit global warming to 1.5 degrees, as the science tells us. But I think there is a lot of movement. Now, of course, it's very difficult to communicate climate science to a broader public. Right now, you may know that the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change is working on its assessment report, which is going to be published in a couple of weeks. And of course, it's a document basically putting together all climate science that we have right now, and it's several thousands of pages. So it's impossible, no human being can possibly read it and understand all the nitty-gritties of climate science. So this is one thing. And the other thing is the psychological difficulty in communicating climate change, because people often feel powerless in face of climate change. They feel that this is something bigger than themselves, and they feel small, and that they cannot really do anything. That maybe their individual actions, even if they try to do something, that doesn't necessarily change anything. But that's not true, because we tend to see climate change as some sort of an external problem, like an external threat. We're fighting this external enemy. But in fact, what we're fighting, we're just fighting ourselves, because climate change is a result of the way we organize our societies. So we have to change ourselves, and then we can solve the climate crisis. So basically, I've been working in research and advisory on climate policies. So I worked for a research institution in Paris. Now I work for another institution in Germany, and we are doing research on different climate policies. So what can we actually do to reduce emissions, to create incentives to change our ways of producing goods, producing electricity, our modes of transportation, the way we do agriculture, also behavioral aspects as well. And we do studies, and we advise governments and international organizations on these topics. So to give you one example, recently we've been researching the issue of public finance supporting fossil fuel projects. Right? So we've got around the world, in many developed countries, we've got billions of dollars of taxpayers' money flowing into projects related to coal, gas, oil, locking in this carbon-intensive infrastructure for many years to come. And of course, this is completely incompatible with our fight against climate change, with the Paris Agreement, etc. So we've been researching this topic. We've been looking at cases country by country. We've been working with NGOs and with governments of these countries, trying to identify what exactly they can do, what policies they can implement to change that, so that they redirect this public funding from fossil fuel projects to clean energy, clean transportation, sustainable agriculture, etc. Yeah, I do, and I think you hit it right on the nail. In this paradigm of perpetual growth, be it green or not green, we're still not going to escape this conundrum, because climate change is just one manifestation of our broken relationship with nature. We've got biodiversity loss, we've got ocean acidification, we've got coral reefs being destroyed. All our relationship with the whole ecosystem of Earth has to be revised. And of course, we have to at some point we really have to find other indicators than growth of GDP and material growth. This doesn't necessarily have to do with some calculations or some kind of economic cost-benefit analysis. This has to do with the way we think, with the way we relate to nature, with the way we relate to each other. Art is a powerful tool, to make people really question their current lifestyles. If one person, after listening to one of these songs, asks himself or herself, some questions, that will already be, I think, an achievement and one little step forward. And I think it's great to see that there are so many artists engaging with the cause, climate change, but not only climate change, also other pressing issues like human rights, biodiversity, etc. And I think this, and especially in young people, I think that gives us some hope. Of course, the problem is immense, but I think if we we cannot really succumb to complete pessimism on this, and I think art has the power to really inspire people.